Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025, crazy. First class of the new year. And I thought it would be good to do one that is just really gentle, just easing us in. Maybe we haven't moved much, so it's just quite a free, flowy one. We just go with it. So if that sounds like something that is going to work for you, come and join me and let's go. If we haven't met before, by the way, my name is Emma and I am a Pilates instructor of over 10 years. That's gone way too quick. But I am registered blind. I've got a guide dog who's sulking at the side. He's not feeling very well today. He might join us, probably not. But yeah, I try to make all of my classes very mindful, connecting with all our other senses and making it accessible so that whether you can see or not, you can follow along by listening to the audio. But let's get ready to go. So let's start over on our back. Oh, I've already got a block, lovely. We're gonna roll over onto our back and we're just gonna settle. So you might even wanna get cozy with like pillows, blankets, you know, just really settle out. Actually, what can be lovely, if you do have a blanket and you've got no back pain, you can roll your blanket up like a Pilates mat and you can rest it along your spine. So the pelvis, all the way up to your head, if it's a long blanket, can rest on it. And that can be really, really lovely for opening the chest and the back out. I haven't got one either, so don't worry if you don't. But let's just settle here for a moment. Let the knees knock together, let the feet open, and just simply be. Just breathe. You've got on your mat. That's sometimes the hardest thing to do. And let's just take a moment to breathe and just be still and just enjoy being on the mat. So take a lovely deep breath in. As you breathe out, just let everything relax into the mat, feeling the contact to the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, the back of the pelvis, the soles of the feet, all in contact with the mat. Letting the hands settle on the hips. Maybe you're feeling the heat of the hands, or maybe they're cold and you feel a cooler sensation on the hips. Taking a deep breath in. And just letting go, breathing out. Good, start to unfold the arms, open the arms out to the side. Maybe you start to tune in and notice that your arms have now opened out onto a different texture, different surface. For me, I've come off of the mat and I'm on wood floor, so it's quite cold. So maybe tune into the sense of touch. And just let the back of the hands, the back of the arms settle on the mat, almost like they're melting down into that space. If you're using a rolled up blanket underneath your back or even a foam roller, this could be really nice to open out. Good, let's start to let the legs zigzag from one side to the other. So we're just gonna let them drop one side to the right as everything from the waist up stays glued on the floor. And we just let the legs go from one side to the other. And just start to tune in to whether there's maybe one side of the hip that is tighter than the other. Is there one way you can twist a little easier than the other, or just feels more comfortable? Good, let both legs drop over to the right. And we're gonna pick up our top leg, as long as there's no pain through the back. We're to pick up the top leg and hook it over, oh, got a lovely click, over the bottom leg, anchoring the upper body down to the mat. Maybe turn the head the opposite way. And just settle into the hips. Feeling the upper body melting down. This time, untuck that top leg, and this time place the bottom leg over the top leg. And feel how the stretch deepens as that top leg anchors the bottom leg down a little more. Feeling a stretch around the hip, the glutes, a little deeper. Good, untuck the legs, let's come up, let's go to the other side. So let the legs fall to the left, Hook the top leg over the bottom leg. Maybe turn the head the opposite way. And again, just tune in. Does this side feel different to the other side? Good, let's switch over. So now the bottom leg hooks over the top leg, anchoring it down. A little bit more intense, I guess, but it shouldn't be painful, just like a, ooh, deeper stretch. Good, come back up to center. Stagger, take the feet apart, knees bent, feet flat. So if you've been sitting down quite a lot over Christmas, New Year, our hips, glutes get really tight. Let's open them out a little bit more. So we're gonna take our left leg and cross it over the right leg, which is still on the floor, knee bent, foot flat. So just above that left ankle is resting on the right thigh. Let's fan that left knee out to the side without the hips swiveling. Flex the feet to protect your knees, and then see if you can hug your back leg in towards your chest. And just settle the back of the head, the shoulders down into the mat. Good. Straighten the back leg all the way up to the ceiling. Start to feel a hamstring stretch, as now the one that's crossed over starts to drop down to the floor, maybe knee bent or all the way straight. Good. That leg you've now got up is going to cross over the other leg. So let's bend the knee of the left leg, have the sole of the foot on the floor. Take just above the ankle on the right leg, across that left thigh, and fan that right knee out to the side. Flex the feet to protect your knees, hug the back leg in. Oh my gosh, this side's so much tighter. Just tune in. Do you have one side that's tighter than the other side? Straighten the back leg all the way up to the ceiling. Unhook the bottom leg, drop it down to the floor. Feel the hamstrings. Good. Hug both knees into your chest. Just give your back a little massage. So we're just rocking back and forth, side to side, round in a circle. You might even want to circle the legs a few times one way, back the other. Imagining butterfly wings opening and closing. You might want to come into a happy baby, so holding onto the big toes as you send your legs up to the ceiling, keeping the knees bent. This is so nice. And we can just rock from side to side. Massaging the back and the pelvis. Good, bring the soles of the feet together as they lower down to the floor. Just let the knees open, stretching your arms above the head. Good, so here, especially if you've got that, oh my goodness, I hope you took the foam roller or the blanket away if it was uncomfortable. I should have said that. I'm sure you would have if it was uncomfortable on your back. But here's where you can have it again. This is really nice for opening out. So along the spine if you want to. We'll stretch the arms up to the ceiling, facing the palms away from us. And then draw the elbows down by your side. So you're in this like goalpost cactus position. So you're in this capital E. Everything from your shoulder to your elbow is now on the mat, out to the side. But your fingers are still pointing up to the ceiling. And then fold the arms back, so now the palms face up to the ceiling and the backs of the hands go to the floor behind you. And this is going to open out that chest. Especially if you've got that foam roller, that blanket underneath your back. Good, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Come into a nice full body stretch. Reaching from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Give the wrist, give the ankles a little rotate. Let's roll over onto our front. So if you've got any wrist or knee pain, maybe you want to skip this. Otherwise, we're just going to be on our hands and knees, tucking our toes. And I simply just want you to move however you want to move. So you might want to rock the weight back and forth. Maybe the wrists are feeling a bit tight, the knees, the toes. Maybe you start to, ooh, I've done like a snake. Start to wiggle and shift the hips back and forth, go round in a circle. I just want to encourage you to feel quite free and move. You know, we can get so caught up sometimes on Obviously Pilates, we often want to be in a certain position, our posture needs to be right, but actually sometimes just letting go can be really nice as long as we're safe on the mat. Good. From here, we'll open out the hips a little bit more. We're going to step the right foot in between the hands. Gosh, she's dreaming. We're going to step the right foot in between the hands, knee up to the ceiling. And we're just going to find a nice hip flexor stretch here. So the right foot is in front. We're going to keep the left hand on the floor and we're going to twist our right arm up to the ceiling, opening the chest out towards that leg that's in front. Nice chest opener. Place a hand back down to the floor. Let's do the other leg. I do apologise, my guide dog is dreaming right now. He never barks in real life, but he does in his dreams. Let's step the other foot in front. So now the left foot is in front. The foot is planted into the floor and the knee is underneath the ankle. The back knee is just resting on the floor. So left leg in front, we're going to keep the right hand by the side or underneath the right shoulder as we twist our left arm up to the ceiling, opening the chest out to face that left leg. And then place a hand back down to the floor. Let's step the back leg forwards. Oh, I got a bit stuck. We're going to step the back leg forwards. We're in like a hanging over the legs position. We're just feeding the hamstrings. Maybe bending straight in the knees a couple of times. Keep the knees slightly soft as we walk the hands up the legs just a little bit, just above the knees. And we take a nice standing cat stretch, so round the spine up. And then go the opposite way, lift through the chest, lift through the tailbone. Oh, let's just open out. Go one more time, we're rounding up. So we're tucking our tailbone under and the chest. Hands are just above the knees. And then we open back out. Good, round up, take a roll all the way up to standing. Lift nice and tall. Take a big sweep of the arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then just let everything go. Just feel like, oh, you're just relaxing over the legs. Let's go one last time, big stretch up. Breathe out, let the arms drop. Stand tall. Take a moment to just close your eyes and just have a little scan and see how everything's feeling. Is there a change? Is there a shift in mood? A shift in how you are feeling? Deep breath in. And let it go. Blink the eyes open. And you were done. So I hope that kind of eased you into getting on the mat. So it's more like a mobility flow today, just like free moving and stretching. So yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Do apologise about the guide dog. Hope that didn't make you jump, but I hope you will stay with me. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click the like button if you enjoyed it and join my little community. I'll see you next time for another one. Take care. Bye.